Many thanks indeed for calling through once again. This is Peter Sandovich with you. It's a Friday afternoon, looking ahead to Saturday's action. And many thanks indeed, I say, for coming through. Put a bit of aftershave on, a bit of old facial cream, and smell-o-vision. If it's smell-o-vision, I'll be smelling all right for you. It's not, sadly, so you can't smell it, but there is aftershave. Look, I've put some aftershave on. I've put the old L'Oreal. Is it called L'Oreal? Yes, that's it. It's all there. It's all there, and it's all there to make me, well, exhume something. What I need to exhume is a big winning Saturday, and that's what I've got on the agenda. Wow. Well, I've got 6 bets for you lined up. I can tell you 3 at Leopardstown over there in Ireland, where we've had it bang off so many times, of course, in the last 2.5 years. In fact, in the last 2.5 weeks, been stacks of Irish winners, and these 2 I've got lined up tomorrow at Leopardstown are both 20 to 1 each ways. I said 2, I said 3 a minute ago. The other one is ridden by my old pal Shane Foley, who's done me so many favours, who rode this horse last time out and gave it quite an easy race one way or another. Got himself in a little bit of a trap, really, coming round the bend last time up, and couldn't really get to work, so brought the horse home very, very gently indeed. But I think tomorrow will be a different story. So there are 3 horses, 2 of them at 20 to 1. And this one I'm going to talk about in a moment. I've no idea what price it is. It's in a smaller field. The big 20 to 1s are in a big handicaps, 20 runner plus races. This one's in a smaller race, but with no form to go on as such. I'm hoping for 5, 6, 7 to 1 to our money. So we'll have to wait and see. Time of broadcasting this message right now, just have a look there, around about 3:30 this afternoon. I've come on slightly earlier than normal, which is 6 p.m. normal, because we've got a big night tonight. All the bets from the YouTube from last night and today run tonight, so no point getting mixed up in the middle of a big message for that. And all the bets at Dundalk are for tonight as well. I've got the Dundalk 4 running as well. So we've got a big night's action ahead of us. So I thought I'd get this out of the way. You can write all your bets down, get them on as soon as you can. There is going to be a lot of money for these horses, obviously. I've also got 3 horses at Catterick Bridge. One of them's 20 to 1, one of them's 11 to 1, and the other one's about 8 to 1. So some big ammunition tomorrow, just running through them. 3 20 to 1s, 3 20 to 1s, and 11 to 1, 15 to 2, and whatever this one is at Leopardstown, round about 6 to 1 as well. So a beautiful set of bets for your doubles, trebles, and accumulators, and each way accas. And hopefully we're going to have a bit of a touch, that's for sure. Been all right these Saturdays, not too bad. I've had Dusky Lord, which has won at 18 to 1 recently. Kenilworth King won at 9 to 2 on a Saturday. Fion won at 8 to 1 into 9 to 4. And nobody can forget Half Nuts, which won at 18 to 1 into 11 to 1. They're just a few to mention. Been plenty of others as well. And big each ways coming in, right, left and centre, of course. So we're looking for a big night tonight on Friday night. But we need to talk about Saturday. And I'm going to give you all these bets now. Indeed, on Saturday morning, if I've got anything else overnight, and plenty of stuff does come through, I'll do an updated video, not for this one, but a new video, and that'll be for overnight news and late information, and I'll bang it on in the morning as well. If I've got anything big to tell you, and there could well be, I'll bang that on free of charge, so you can bang that into your equations as well for your doubles and trebles and everything else that goes with it. So we've got quite a lot to get through. The Irish horses, of course, playing centre stage with so many big winners that have been tipping you, and hopefully we can have a few more tomorrow. That would be lovely, especially with those 2 20 to 1s. And I'm going to start with those 2 20 to 1s right now. Actually, I'll start with this other horse, which runs at Leopardstown, but I don't know what price it is because I say it's a little bit too early, but I do think it's got an amazing chance. The horse is in the 235 at Leopardstown, and the horse is number 3. It's called Pigeon House, trained by Jessica Harrington, and this one is ridden by Shane Foley. I think I mentioned to you at the start of the telecast that Shane Foley rode this horse last time out, this colt. It was a 2-year-old. It's got the blinkers on for the first time, because when it came round the bend at Gowran Park last time out, it really fairly spun off it and crashed into another horse. And Foley had a bit of a job sorting it out, and by the time he gave it one smack, he gave it one crack, and it really moved then, but the winners had flew and they'd gone, and so he decided to put the brakes back on and just bring him home for another day. And another day is tomorrow. So the form figures of Pigeon House read 9547. Got the blinkers on for the first time, runs in a handicap or nursery for the first time off a mark of 78, and looks all over a winner, this one, and a winner waiting to happen. Shane Foley once again takes the mount. Great jockey Shane, riding for Harrington, Mrs. Harrington, and it looks like it's going to take something special to stop this one obliging, and I don't think there's something special enough to beat that one tomorrow. So number 3, it's called Pigeon House. Shane Foley on board once again. I think this time he'll get everything right on it, and the horse with the blinkers on for the first time is going to be razor sharp. And it'll do for me, and I always say that will do for you. Number 3, Pigeon House. It's your first bet of the day at Leopardstown. Remember, this is for racing on Saturday, the 15th of October. Now, tomorrow on the line is Saturday, but the next day is Sunday. 2 weeks ago on Sunday, I gave you a horse called Salton Stall, which won at 16-1. And I've got one from the same source as that for Sunday, and I'll be releasing that tomorrow night on 6 o'clock on this channel, absolutely free of charge. So be sure to make a date with me. It runs in Ireland, and it's from exactly the same source that gave Salton Stall, and that one absolutely fairly flew in, and this one's expected to do the same. That's on Sunday, not Saturday, and runs at Naas. So be ready for that one on Saturday night, 6 o'clock. One from the same stable as a big 16-1 win a couple of weeks ago. Once again in Ireland, Salton Stall. Okay, the second bet I'm going to talk about before we go over to Catterick is again at Leopardstown, and this one runs in the 310. I've got another 20-1 shot for you at Leopardstown as well to talk about, so we need to keep going as smooth as we can on this video. 310 at Leopardstown, number 6. The horse I'm interested in here, it's called No Patience. Trained by John McConnell, one of the most astute trainers in Ireland, and ridden by Killian McConnell, his son. And I think this horse is a winner waiting to happen as well. It likes to go from the front. I think the race is going to be run to suit it. It's going to be a powerful pace, and I do like the look of it very much indeed. It's been ridden by a lady apprentice from the stable, a young girl, Kiana van Buren, lately, the last 5 or 6 times, and has ran well, to be honest with you. I mean, I watched the race last time out when it ran at the Curragh on the 24th of September, and No Patience had nowhere to go. For the last 2 furlongs, the young girl had to sit and suffer, and she was right in the pocket. She just couldn't get out. And if she could have got out, I think she probably might have won, to be honest with you. She was very close. It was an apprentice race, and there's no blame attached to anyone. It's the way it is. But in all honesty, I think this horse is a lot better than the weight suggests, off a mark of 68, the same mark as last time. Looks something to bet on. It'll be a big price. The form figures 476 and a couple of noughts. You never know what price, but I think it'll be 16, 20-1. Anyway, it's number 6. It's called No Patience. It's a 21 runner, handicap, 15 grand to the winner. So the bookies will be paying out enhanced prices, 5 or 6 places, maybe more, and it'll be disappointed if the horse is not in the frame. It's number 6. It's called No Patience. As I say, last time out was a really good run at the Curragh when coming home 6. But that doesn't tell the whole story. And the time before that, it ran really well at Galway, when again ridden by young Kiana van Buren, when 7th of 16. So it's been knocking on the door and dropping down the weights off a mark of 68 now, and looks to have a fantastic chance of popping up, especially with Killian McConnell on, who claims £7, a massive advantage as well. So 310 at the meeting at Leopardstown. That's 2 for Ireland there. No Patience. And I'll give you this other Irish bet in a moment, which runs in the last race of the day and is 20-1. And another horse which I think is well handicapped and ready to win soon. Whether it's tomorrow or not, well, who knows? But I think the horse definitely is coming to hand, coming to the boil, and is certainly a handicap to win. And generally the case, they do go very close when they are like that, or they're ready to win very soon. So it's just a question, are we on the right moment, the right time? I think we are. We'll have to see. But I'll give you that one in just one moment. Just switch over to Catterick, back to England, can we? Because I've got a couple of horses I want to mention to you there, which are both Very, very strong bets indeed. 15 to 2 and 11 to 1. And then I've also got a 20 to 1. So there's 6 bets on the line. So I'm trying to keep the flow of the message going as much as I can. I want to say a big thank you to a series of people who wrote into me. If you listened to my message last night when I talked about life in general and, you know, the sand time and the meaning of life really is, you know, the importance of it. And understanding that grains of sand are going and so is our lives going. And I was really touched by a few people's messages, how it really helped them and spiritually helped them, and I really appreciate it. That was the intentions, and especially a guy called Martin from the Midlands, a lovely letter he wrote, and I know it had Anne in tears. And it was a lovely, beautiful letter, and I'm only pleased to be able to help. And if that can motivate you and can give you, you know, energise you and give you reasons for conquering the 24 hours ahead, which can be hard at times, then my job's complete. Winners or losers, as I've always said, winners or losers aside, this is about humanity, what I've got on here. You know, betting and horse racing, gambling, you know, it's one thing, but living's another. And I'm on here to spread the word as well that, you know, we're all in one. We're on one journey, really, and as long as we can all have a good time and never hurt anyone, that's what it's really all about. The key thing is having a bet and enjoying the sport we love so much, but also the fact that we're all in the same boat here and we're all just trying to get by and make a few quid and enjoy it. It can't stop you laughing, can they? It's a hard world at the moment, but they can't stop you laughing and they can't stop you smiling, they can't stop you having a bit of fun. So, you know, that's what it's all about. Wake up and smell the roses, they say, or smell something. I'm not sure what it is out there, what I'm looking at, but I think they're digging the road up outside and they've got the gas sewerage outside. It said absolute smell bonk. Smell bonk, the new word for the dictionary. Anyway, thanks for everyone who's wrote in. It's an absolute pleasure, and the pleasure's all mine. If I can help you in any way like that, that's more than my job. And picking winners, obviously, is what it's all about on here, but not overruling the spiritual undertone of what I'm sending out to you. I think you know where I'm coming from. 2:45 at Catterick Bridge, number 10. I'm all over it. It's called Queen Sergeant, trained by Michael Dodge, ridden by Connor Beasley. I like this grey gelding an awful lot. Runs off a mark of 75. I fancy it ever so strong. It was ridden by Laura Coughlin last time and the time before. This time it gets the full treatment of Connor Beasley. Really strong jockey, and he's Michael Dodge go-to jockey as well tomorrow. And I think this gelding's going to take a lot of pegging, I really do. It's number 10. It's called Queen Sergeant. I like it a lot. As I say, got the proper jockey on board for this one. Laura Coughlin has been replaced. She's rode the horse. It's had 2 decent runs. It got boxed in last time up at York, and it finished about halfway down, 9th of 19. A little bit unlucky, but that unlucky gets you nothing. But it's coming to hand, this one. It is coming to the boil and must go close tomorrow, in my opinion. The race is a 15-runner handicap. William Hill sponsor it. They pay out first 4 and 2:45 Catterick. Don't miss it. Number 10, Queen Sergeant, put in at 15 to 2, come 8 to 1. I think it'll be there or thereabouts, and I really like it to win, to be honest with you. So there we go. That's number 10, Queen Sergeant. Let's not mess around. Let's get stuck into that one. Right, the second bet at Catterick is trained by a very good friend of mine from the olden days when I had a horse with Carl Burke. It was great fun. I like Carl. I think he's a brilliant technician, trainer, and he trains number 4 significantly. Ridden by Clifford Lee, and it's got the hood on for the first time, and it will take a lot of beating, I've no doubt about that. The horse got no form this year, 5 duck eggs, 77078. And I think it could well have a 1 next to its name. Burke, a master trainer, and is coming good with his career now as a trainer, obviously, training listed horses, group horses, having tremendous success. It's been a tough journey for Carl, but he's stuck at it and is reaping the rewards of what persistence does for you. Persistence, hard work and talent, and that's Carl Burke all over. Off a mark of 91 anyway, got the headgear on for the first time. It's going to go close, very, very close, and I think it could well win. It's had a breathing operation. The horse is absolutely cock on. Forget about its run last night. There was last time 8th of 9 at Ascot. It didn't really explain what happened. It had all sorts of problems in running. And number 4, significantly anyway, is the one I'm all over in the 3:15 at Catterick. As I say, they'll probably pay first 4 on there anyway, and I'm going to put a peg on that and put a tick on it. It's 11 to 1. and I think that's an amazing price. I wouldn't have it any bigger than 6s or 7s top whack. So we're getting the value there, double the price it should be almost, and it'll do for me there. Number 4, Signal. I'll get it right in a minute. What's it called? Significantly. Significantly, that's the one. Yes, Signal. Significantly. Carl Burt, Clifford Lee, and now us. We're on it. 3.15 at Catterick. Another big one there for your doubles and trebles, along with Pigeon House and No Patience, which leads 2 horses to go. And we need to press on, but I can't go too fast, else I'll go blah, 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 and it'll be way too fast, won't it? So I'm going to slow down a little bit with 2 more to go. Just take a deep breather. I've got my ever faithful here, Dandelion and Burdock. Shake it up. Whenever I do that, we seem to win. So there it is. The old Dandelion and Burdock extra large bottle by Fentimans. They don't sponsor me, by the way. No, but they're very good. Good pop, that. Good pop. Pop. Oh, up in Scotland, they call it juice. Juice. I call it pop. Anyway, waiting for the pop man to come round on his van. Christ, takes you way back to when I was a boy. Pop, the Corona man in the Midlands. It was called the Corona man. Well, needless to say, we don't talk about that, do we? Corona, just remember that. Christ. Right, anyway, let's move on. The 4.25 at Catterick, then I'll finish off with this Irish horse. 4.25 at Catterick, here we go. Bigoneer, trained by Richard Fahey, my old pal, who trained Sir Sanjovic for me. And this one is a big price. It's around about 20 to 1. It's number 6. It's called Furzig. It's been put in at 20s. I think that's a massive price. Furzig, trained by Fahey, my old pal Richard, and ridden by Jack Garrity. There we go. And son of the Russ Garrity, of course, the jump jockey. Number 6, Furzig then. I like it a lot. It's got a good form line to it as well. Ran well in an amateur riders race last time up. Didn't have the best of runs and had a few problems in traffic. But should be all right tomorrow with Garrity on board. And I think it's a brilliant price, 20 to 1, anything like that. And it's got to be on each way. I really think it's well handicapped off a mark of 75, running in a 0 to 80. Down in the weights, down in class. Obviously, Richard Fahey, top trainer. Everything looks really cock on, and it's a massive price, 20 to 1, 16 to 1. And I'm going to be on each way anyway, not let that put me off. Number 6, Furzig in the 4.25 at Catterick Bridge, which leaves 1 more to go, and we'll skip back to Leopardstown, go over the Irish Sea, and go to the lovely track at Leopardstown for the final bet of the day. The final bet of the day, and it runs in the final race of the day. And I'm just going to get that up for you now. I'm just looking to see if anyone's actually put any prices up yet, but I don't believe they have, sadly. They're still very, very slow in getting these Irish prices up. But as I speak, no word of a lie, excuse me for moving away from you, as I speak, 25 to 1 with William Hill. I've just gone up, 25 to 1. And the horse is number 17. It's called Takarengo, number 17. Takarengo, literally. The time now 3:30. They've just put up William Hill and they're paying out 5 for the odds, first 5. It's number 17, Takarengo, and it's the bottom horse on the odds checker list, believe it or not. Literally just gone up. And Takarengo is the one I like there. It's a very big price, but it's got more chance than the price certainly suggests. And without going on too much about it, because time's up just about on here, and it's closure. It's turned the lights on the way off, innit? The last one out turned the lights off. But seriously, number 17's got a really good chance, Takarengo, trained by Thomas Mullins. I think it's worth a bit each way. That I like it quite a lot, and it's been dropping down the weights. It's going off a mark of just 79, and it ran well last time up. Again, was actually wide coming into the straight at the Curragh. And it didn't have a decent run whatsoever. But tomorrow I think it's got everything in its favour to have a better run. I think the pace of the race is going to be very powerful, and that'll suit us as well. Paying out first five across the board by Sky Bet, and that's the one I'm on there. So quite a long message, but quite an interesting one, wasn't it? A couple of intervals as well to talk about, well, life, and talk about Dandelion and Burdock as well. It goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Life, spirituality, and Dandelion and Burdock. And the Sandtimer. There he is. There he is. So there we go. That's it. Listen, whatever you're doing, have a great night tonight. Let's hope we have some winners. That's all we can do. Hope we have some winners. Big night ahead of us at Dundalk. Big night ahead of us all over the place. Now then, tomorrow comes quick, and if I've got anything overnight at all, I shall be back online on a new video and sending you an alert. And I won't come on unless I've got something very, very strong indeed, because we've got a lot of bets there. Pigeon House, don't miss that one, each way. Don't miss No Patience, each way, big and 20 to 1. Good chance at John McConnell. Takarengo, huge price, 25 to 1. Queen Sergeant, I'm all over that like a rash, 245 Catterick. Well, significance for Carl Burke, say no more. The Master, Carl Burke, 315 at Catterick. I like that a lot as well. Got the headgear on for the first time. And Furzig for Richard Harris. Richard Harris, the actor. He was great, Richard Harris. Some Camelot, didn't he? Camelot. I've got to go. It's time for some medication. It's time for the medication to begin. Have a great night. Have a great day. I'll see you at 6 with that big bet lined up for Sunday in Ireland. Rock on, Tommy.